So hello children, here we were studying about generator, and today we will concentrate and focus on AC generator. As you know, already I had explained that when a generator works, it is actually interaction between a magnet which is moving near a coil. So we have got two inputs to produce electricity. A generator produces electricity. We have got two inputs to produce electricity. Number one is a magnet, number two is the movement between magnet and the coil. There has to be a relative motion. Either the magnet should move near a coil or the coil should move near the magnet, or both of them can move it with relation to each other. The basic principle is whenever there is change in magnetic flux within a coil, a current is induced in the coil. Therefore, the input, again try to understand, the input is that you place a magnet, you place a coil which you can move some way or the other, and then you will get the electricity. So, or we also call electromotive force, EMF. EMF is another word for, you can say, electricity production. So let us try to see the structure of a generator. Basic explanation I would give you. So a generator consists of two cylindrical magnets, and then in between these magnets an armature is kept, and then there are slip rings. Then the black color is the carbon brushes. To the carbon brushes, you know what happens, the cylindrical magnet, they will try to, in between the armature, the magnet will try to send in magnetic flux. So the armature will have a number of turns, a number of turns armature will have, and then what happens, let us try to understand that we can move this armature some way or the other. You see the steel slip rings, you see in the brushes, the carbon brushes. Now through these carbon brushes will be connected to external electrical source. That means we can connect it to a wire. At present I am putting a galvanometer attached to both of the brushes. And now what happens, some way I'll try to move this armature, and when the armature starts rotating, you see there is a deflection, and deflection means there is production of current. As we know, the production of current, why there is a production of current, it's very, very important for us to understand. The production of the current is because there is changing magnetic flux due to the moving armature. Now this if you think of on a large scale, now try to understand, very big cylindrical magnets are there, then very big coils are there, and then the coil is rotated through a turbine, and this turbine is also a very, very large one. Now the turbine can be rotated either by falling water near any water source where the water is falling from from a height. So the turbine will move because the water will fall on the blades of turbine. So I have drawn a diagram over here. Let us try to understand. I have placed this into a 2D. You saw a 3D aspect, now a 2D. So here is the north and the south pole of the magnet. Here is the armature ABCD, the turbine over here, the blades over here, the slip ring S1 and S2 over here, the brushes, carbon brushes B2 and B1 over here. Now imagine the turbine rotates. What happens? Try to see, it is horizontal. Water falls here, and the arm AB of the armature is going inwards, and CD is coming outwards. So there is a rotation. And then due to this rotation, there is a change in the magnetic flux within the coil. So an EMF is induced in the coil and the current is produced. If this turbine is rotated by falling water, then it is known as hydroelectric power plant. Electricity is generated in power plants. So you might have heard hydroelectricity power plant at certain places. Now it can be a thermal power plant, like places like our state. So here we don't have the water falling from very high springs and something like that. So what we do is we collect water in a reservoir, then we boil the water, we use coal, and the boiling water forms steam. The steam is directed over here, and the gushing out steam will rotate the turbine. So since the water is converted to steam by burning of coal, then we call it thermal power plant. The water also can be converted to steam by using nuclear energy. then that power plant will be called nuclear power plant. So did you all understand? Now secondly, you must have noticed when you are watching the galvanometer, when you are watching, you see the galvanometer first shows a current production, then on the other side again it goes to the other side and shows the current production. That means the direction of the current is changing. So what is happening? Why the direction of the current changes? It is very, very important to understand there are three physical quantities, each are vector, therefore there will be three directions. So the output is electricity and the inputs are magnet and movement. So I will try to explain you how to find out the direction. The direction of the electricity produced is given by Fleming's right hand rule. In the right hand rule, imagine, try to understand, I am bringing my hands near to you. See, we hold the first three fingers of our right hand right angle to each other, with the thumb showing the movement, then the index finger showing the north to south, the index finger showing the north to south direction, and then the central finger will always show the electricity produced or the direction of the EMF produced. Once again, this is the direction of the motion, the thumb the direction of motion. This is north to south, the knuckle is north and the free end is the south always. And then this is what is the direction of the magnetic field. So these two are there, and then the central finger will tell you the direction of the induced current. So now I am going over here. We assume that the water is following and the turbine is rotating in such a way that face arm AB of the coil is going inside the board, alright, inside. So now how to go? First thing is always when you have to find out the direction, see how I position myself, going towards the north side and pointing the south pole of the magnet through my index finger. First, that should be correctly placed. So I am going now, so I have to go to the north and I have to look towards the south. So I go over here, and I am at the north, and now the direction is from north and I am pointing the free end is south. So first, this is always settled first. Now second, I told AB is going inward and CD is coming outward. So what is the direction of current in AB? Let us see. So I place my thumb inside. So what is happening? What is happening when AB is going inwards? What is happening? The current direction is downwards. That means from B to A. So let us see, the current direction is from B to A. So let me try to write down B to A. B to A, and then what happens? That means current is going out through brush B1. Now what is happening once again on the arm CD? Let us try to see what is happening on the arm CD. On the arm CD, again I say we have to go towards north. We are closer, as it is, we are on the north side on the map. So we are in North India, isn't it, at present? So we point towards the south, our free end, that south is that side. So what is happening now? When I said CD is coming out, then when CD is coming out, that means thumb should come out. So see, there is an upward current. The central finger shows the direction of the current. So DC, that means what is happening now? Let us see. Current is going from D to C to B to A. That means current is coming in from B2 and going out from B1. This is for the first half rotation, and that is why there is a change in, the direction is shown one side, and then gradually what happens when the coil is moving like this, the maximum current is when both the face of this coil and the magnetic field is at right angles to each other. So gradually what will happen, the current, when the face CD will come here and AB will go there, then the EMF will become 0. Now what will that position look like? Let me very fast draw this position: north, south. Now this is the coil, but you know I have to change, isn't it? I have to change. Now this is my this is my B1, this is my S2 brush and B2, and here what is happening, let us see here what is happening. I am taking this wire like this, alright, till here. So let us see, this is S1 and the position now has changed, so this is B1. This is D, this is C, this is B, this is A, and the turbine. Okay. Now this is the turbine. Now what happens? So once again try to see the order of functioning of this. AB going inside, and then it becomes perpendicular. Now the magnetic field is like this, and the coil is perpendicular to it. See. So that time the current or the EMF is maximum. Then what happens? Now what happens? The CD coil comes parallel to the magnetic. So that magnetic field. So that time the current or EMF is 0. Now once again what will happen? The turbine will continuously be rotating according to the falling water. So now CD is going in. Let us try to see. CD is going in. So when CD is going in, once again try to practice this. Make in a paper you can make it. Make this diagram and try. Go to the north stand. Point out like this. We used to play in our childhood. This was our pistol and this was the trigger. So like this, north to south. You point the point. You can say S for Sanjay sir. So you are trying to shoot at Sanjay sir. And north is, so north to south. Now what is happening? North to south I have directed. CD is going inwards. So now what is happening? Current is flowing from D to C to D. That means the current is going out from B2. Here what was happening? The current was coming in. And at the same time just the opposite thing will happen. See, north to south. Now when CD is going in, AB has to come out. So what is happening when AB is coming out? North to south direction and the thumb is outward. Then what is happening? The current is flowing in this arm from A to B. That means if I go with the arrow, then now current is coming from A to B and coming from brush B1 and going out from brush B2. Now here what was happening? Current was coming from brush B2 and going out from brush B1. That is why it is alternating current. We receive AC current at our homes because this same thing, actually this same exact, this is symbolic, but this same the theory works, this same mechanism works only on a larger and scale and on a much better finish. But the important part is the function of generator is as simple as what we have learned now. And what happens if the turbine is rotated fast, then the EMF produced will be faster. That means will be of a higher magnitude. Are you following? So sometimes they ask you 2-3 things. First I will tell you. As you saw, the galvanometer was showing. The galvanometer detects the presence of a current and also tells the direction. So you saw in the first case the galvanometer had gone this way. It had gone to a maximum. What happens when this is just now galvanometer is 0, but when this is moving, what is happening? When this is moving, the galvanometer moves like this way. This way, that means it is maximum. Then it starts coming back, because now what will happen? This coil, see how this coil will move. First it is like this maximum, then it will come like this way. So it becomes 0. So it will go back. Now this position will come. Now CD is going in. That means the direction is just opposite. So this will go this way. So for every full rotation, current direction changes. Full rotation current direction changes twice. From 0 to 180 degree once it changes, and then 180 to 360 it again changes. Now that is why, and then the number of times per second the direction changes it gives the frequency of current which we receive. It is different for different countries at times. So you try to find out what is the frequency of current we receive in India and what is the frequency of current US receives, and like that way. So this is important. To sum it up now, 2 things happened here. Number 1 is current was produced. This is because the changing magnetic flux. There was a relative motion between the magnetic field and the coil. So due to the changing magnetic flux, an EMF or a current was produced. Number 1. Number 2, the direction. Direction is given by Fleming's right hand rule. The direction of induced current will be found out by Fleming's right hand rule. So secondly, what did I say? The magnitude of current, how it will increase? By increasing the number of turns in the coil, number 1. Number 2, by increasing the magnetic strength of the magnets. Number 3 is by speeding up the rotatory motion. Also, Power plants, the hydel power plants rotates the turbine by falling water. Number 2, the thermal power plants rotate the turbine by steam, and the steam is produced by using burning of coal, so it is thermal power plant. The nuclear power plant, produces steam by using nuclear energy, so it is nuclear power plant. Thanks a lot.